Hello Conflict of Nations generals, and welcome in Melliodas Gaming in a new Conflict of Nations series, but today I brought to you something very special. The Battle of Influencers, one of the biggest battles in the history of the game, is going to gather two of the most experienced players of the game, Melliodas versus City Gamer. This battle is going to be huge, a head-to-head battle on the frontier of the Balkans, and I'm going to show you this footage from the actual war, and this is what you are going to witness in this series. A very big chaotic battle in a head-to-head warfare, which is going to gather all kinds of land armies, advanced anti-airs, advanced missiles, everything you know about this game. You will find it in this battle, which is going to be the most bigger and the biggest conflict in the history of Conflict of Nations, World War III. In front of you here, all the artillery, the multiple rocket launchers, everyone is going to engage in war. But first, let's speak and take it step by step with the pre-battle, where I am going to explain a lot of things and the details, the strategy, the build-up and everything. I'm going to play with Turkey. My allies are Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Why did I choose Turkey? Because in the blood and oil map it have 8 cities, 3 of them are supplies, which is going to be very huge supplies production in this game. And this is the City Gamers team who took Germany and allied with France and Denmark. So I'm going now to explain why did I choose Turkey, why we choose these 3 nations, which they are Egypt and Saudi Arabia. First, Turkey have a very good supplies production, Egypt have a very good components production, and Saudi Arabia have fabulous fuel production, which is going to be the most important resources in this game. How we are going to build up our strategies from now on? Of course, if I have a very good supplies production, so yes, I'm going for a land army. I'm going to avoid navy because I'm going to let it for Egypt and Saudi Arabia. In this game, I'm going to build the biggest land army you've ever seen in this game, with a lot of multiple rocket launchers, all kinds of anti-airs, and of course the helicopter gunships, because all of these articles, they will consume supplies, and I have a very good supplies production. You see that rare victory site there? I'm going to let it for Egypt because he will need all the rare materials in the world, because Egypt is going for the attack submarines and the special forces, which they will consume a lot of rare materials, not to mention the missiles, cruise missiles, ballistics and ICBMs. We will build all in this series, and we will build the biggest army you will ever see in the history of Conflict of Nations World War III. Of course, Saudi Arabia will focus on the heavy bombers and the navy. The most important substance and article in this game is the stealth UAV, the max level UAV, because the intelligence is the most important thing in this game. To know what your enemy is building, what your enemy have, is going to determine what kind of strategy you will follow. So this is why we build a lot of max level UAVs, to be able to spy on our enemies on the other side. We need to know what kind of technology they are going to aim for, and we need to build our strategy according to that, to be able to counter every strategy they will follow, which is going to be very important and determine the fate of this war. So here we are advancing to the capital, Berlin. We need to find out what is available there in the capital. We saw a level 5 air base there, so 100% from here. Germany is going for stealth aircrafts. We don't know if there are air superiority stealth or strikers or bombers, but in a few seconds we will find out what kind of stealth technology Germany is going for. This is very important. We use the UAVs because they will not see them. They only need like max level radar or max level SAM to be able to detect our UAVs. We didn't use intelligence agents because they will know that we are spying on them, but like this they will never see what's coming, and they will never anticipate that we are seeing everything they are building and everything they are doing. And this is the stealth bomber. Yes, as we anticipated, he is going for the stealth bombers, and of course the anti-missile systems, which is going to be a very important article in this game, because a lot of missiles they will be launched. And yeah, that would be very important to defend his homeland cities. So now we know that Germany is going for the stealth bombers. Stealth bombers can be countered by the max level SAMs or the max level frigates. These two articles, yes, we will do them, of course. Everything they will build, we will make its opposite. And we will make something that can take it down, which is going to be very crucial in this build-up, in the build-up of our strategies. I'm going to explain everything for you guys, step by step, why we are going to build every article, his points of offense, his strength points and weakness points for sure, and I'm going to explain all the details of this advanced strategy that we are going to follow. Let's jump to the day 43 now and see also France what he is building. Okay, France is aiming for the multiple rocket launchers and he maxed them very early in the game with the tank commander, and also we have strike fighters level 2. So yes, France is going for the multiple rocket launchers and strikers. Yes, which is going to be very known, and here Denmark is going for the frigates. So multiple rocket launchers is going to be very important for everyone because they are very deadly, they are very efficient, and they are the most important article in the land warfares and the land battles. So yes, I'm going to build as much as possible multiple rocket launchers as I can. Of course, the resources, they will limit us at some point, but I will try to manage. Now we are in day 102. Let's see more what these guys have built. Let's go first check France. And France, whoa, they went for the mobile on-tier, SAMs, multiple rocket launchers, level 5 radar, and the infantry officer. This is our MPA. They are showing us all the sea and all the oceans there. Let's go now and see Germany. He maxed up his theater defense systems, and look how much stealth bombers he have, 25 with 1 max level heavy bomber, strikers and air superiority fighters. Let's go now and see his army. He have main battle tanks and multiple rocket launchers. Look at this, 15 anti-missiles, SAMs, anti-air, multiple rocket launchers. This army is invincible. Look at that. It's the perfect combination of land armies, and also he have the armored, which is the main battle tanks. Look at that, guys. These lads, they are building a very tough army, which is going to pose a lot of problems to us, but don't worry. Everything have a weak spot. Every article have a weakness point, and we are going to use every weakness point these guys have, and we will counter them with our strategies and of course with our level of expertise, because I have been playing this game for 4 years now. So yes, I'm an expert in this game, and you will see what we will do in this battle. Now we are in day 110. Let's have another look with our stealth UAVs. I'm going to show you Germany what he is building yet, more and more multiple rocket launchers and anti-air, mobile anti-air. So yes, our helicopter, they are not going to be very efficient in this battlefield because they have a lot of mobile anti-air. Also bombers, we will not going to use them in this battlefield. So the first thing and the most important thing in this warfare, we need to take down their support units, which is going to be the mobile anti-air and the SAMs first. We take them out with our melee forces, tanks, everything, and later we charge with our air forces. Now I'm going to show you in the day 116 how they are standing on the battlefield. So this is the zone of the battle. We chose it. It's going to be from Bucharest all the way to the Adriatic Sea. So this is France and Germany, how they are putting their armies, how they are building their strategy. I'm going to say this stand is a 10 on 10. They are standing very well. They are surrounding all of their units with anti-air to protect them from missiles, protect them from air assaults and everything. They are putting in the front line a lot of armored vehicles and main battle tanks and also infantries. They are melee forces. They will take all the attacks of the multiple rocket launchers. And look here, he is leaving 10 multiple rocket launchers on the behind line. So I can say that this army is very tough, very strong, to be honest. Hats off for these guys. Seriously, they build up a very perfect army, and it's going to be a very hard and tough battle. It's not going to be that easy to take down all of these forces. Look at that, a lot of SAMs, a lot of anti-air, a lot of multiple rocket launches and anti-missiles. This is huge, guys. Yeah, this is huge. He keep putting his main battle tanks on the front line, which is of course very important, and these are his naval forces. So this is our submarines, the Egyptian submarines, 85 attack submarine. Yeah, and these are the Saudi cruisers and destroyers and heavy bombers. Now I'm going to show you all of our armies and the composition that we did to counter their army, their huge army. So first, the tank destroyers, which is going to be my wild card. To counter his main battle tanks, I need tank destroyers. Of course, 32 SAMs, 21 anti-air, 13 radars, 1 infantry officer, 1 tank commander, 54 multiple rocket launches and 31 infantries. I still have more multiple rocket launches. I reached number of 68 max level multiple rocket launches. So you saw what I did to counter their main battle tanks, the tank destroyers, yes. And this is my air force, rotary wing officer, 38 attack helicopters, 41 helicopter gunships. So the attack helicopters is to counter all of their armored divisions, and my gunships is to counter their infantries for sure. These are more and more artillery divisions, multiple rocket launches, which is going to be the most important substance. So this is our strategies, and this is what we will do. The circles that you see in front of you is the range of their multiple rocket launches. According to their stand, I'm going to fix our strategy and stand for sure. We need to avoid their multiple rocket launches range. We don't want to put our anti-air and multiple rocket launches in the range of their artillery. So this is how we will stand. Anti-missiles in the back line, and in the front line all the melee forces such as tank destroyers, special forces, main battle tanks, the Egyptian main battle tanks, infantries and the infantry officer and everything. We are going to charge directly with our melee forces, the armored divisions and infantries from Bucharest and Constanta, also from the Balkans, and of course in the middle Craiova we will launch an artillery assault which is going to be very heavy to stop their melee forces from entering our territories. I'm going to expand more and more. This is the naval strategy. In red, you will see all of our submarines. You see those black numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. These are their naval units. We put our attack submarines to be able to wipe out all of their navy whenever the war is declared. You understand? We put a lot of attack submarines to be able to wipe out stacks of cruisers and frigates in few seconds. So this is our armies are on the front line, which is now we are prepared. I spread all of my bees, all of my mosquitoes, which they are all of my helicopters. This is our stand now, and this is the most important article for me. The tank commander with 9 multiple rocket launches. It's deadly. It's in the middle of the mountain. Of course, it have the bonus of the tank officer, of the speed, and of course it have the bonus of the mountain, and with alongside it another 10 multiple rocket launches. The goal of those 2 units is to take out the first line of aerial defense. I'm going to take out their anti-air to be able to use my helicopters and enter from the herd of my bees there. So this is the elite infantry division, 1 infantry division with 9 main battle tanks from Egypt, 10 anti-tanks. You see there in the front line we put all of our anti-tanks, main battle tanks, infantries, and of course they need to be equipped with anti-air and SAMs because they have a lot of stealth bombers. So we need to cover our units with the SAMs, the max level SAMs. They detect stealth units, so yes. This is Saudi and anti-air and infantries. Of course, our artillery is in the middle. They need to be protected, well protected in the middle because it's very efficient. And now I'm going to explain our strategy. We are going to apply the blitzkrieg, the lightning war. The lightning war, we are going to charge directly in their main line of defense, and we are going to flank them later from the right and from the left. Like that, we are going to surround them in the middle. Their weakest points, which they are their back line of defense, which have a lot of multiple rocket launchers and anti-airs, it will be destroyed with our tank destroyers, with our main battle tanks, inventories, and the most important thing, which is the special forces. Yes, you know that the special forces are stealth units, and you know also that Germany doesn't have a max level radar. So Germany have blind eyes to our special forces. Our special forces will not be detected. So we are going to sneak around them from behind with 9 special forces with their airborne officer, and you will see in the battle, in the next part, what will happen to those multiple rocket launches and anti-airs on the back line. This is our strategy, and I hope that I explained everything very well to you guys, so you understand what we will do in the biggest battle in Conflict of Nations. You see here 2 huge armies in front of each other, which is going to be very, very important to follow strategies, to calculate, and yes, we will meet in the next part where the battle begins. See you guys, bye bye.